I spent more than 2 decades working as an enterprise consultant, integrating information systems for Fortune 500 corporations, for government agencies, and deploying complex global infrastructures. I write code. I solve problems. I've done it in places where people expect results quietly and always with responsibility. But I would tell you, all the systems that I've built, nothing has prepared me for the contradiction I've carried with me since birth. I come from a family that has never really fit cleanly in any of the identities imposed on this region. We've been labeled Arabs, but those labels, as I come to understand them, don't reflect our reality. My family didn't arrive here from Arabia. Uh, we didn't immigrate from the wave of Arab conquests. We didn't join under flags we didn't raise. We were already here. Our roots in this land are old, older than what's mostly been written about us. For many of us, this is not something that we theorized. It's something that we lived. My ancestors worked the land before modern borders. They carried the family names not as tribal declarations, but simply as truth, an identity held together by memory and not by paperwork. Over time, the truth was buried, uh, not because we forgot it, but because the state systems, the institutions, the political movements around us were not built to recognize us. Uh, they were not interested in our kind of complexity. Uh, you were either Arab or you were a Jew, Muslim, Christian, uh, citizen, or stateless. The idea that you could be something outside of these categories, something older, was dismissed, even punished at times. Uh, so I stayed quiet for a long time until recently, because silence at some point stops being humility and becomes complicity. I've reached a place in my life where, personally and professionally, I no longer want to play roles who deny who I am. Uh, I don't say this as a rejection of others or not as a to provoke anybody or offend anybody. Uh, I say this as historic reality. Our presence here did not begin in 1948 or 1917 or the days of the caliphates. It began far earlier through kinship, through land, through language, continuity. Uh, that all is under threat. Now, today, I'm building something that I believe needs to exist, a digital civic platform that allows people like myself, whose stories have been pushed to the margins, to organize, to be recognized, to reconnect with one another, not under false categories, but under shared memories. Uh, I call it the Tribe of Abimelech platform. It's not a political party. Uh, it's not a government project. It is not funded by any foreign powers. It's a living, evolving structure built to sponsor cultural connectivity between the descendants, uh, whose names still echo in Gaza, Beersheba, the Nakab, but whose identity is denied or absorbed into broader colonial narratives. I don't claim to speak for all of them. I speak for myself, and I invite others to walk alongside with me. To Israelis, I'm not your enemy. I believe in coexistence. Uh, I believe in shared dignity. Uh, but peace built on this recognition is no peace at all. If you truly want peace in this land, it must include those of us whose memory predates the conflict, and not just those that inherited it. To Palestinians, I say this with care: we are not Arab. We were labeled that way, yes. It became a political shorthand. Uh, it was never ours to begin with. The continued denial of our Canaanite roots have cost us more than just identity. It has cost us direction. To my own tribe, to the families who know who they are, it's time to stop waiting. You don't need permissions to remember. You don't need that permission. You don't need the ministry to tell you what your grandfather's name was. You don't need anyone to validate what you've already carried in your blood. This platform is being built now. Uh, Still very early, experimental, but it's ours. We use technology, tokens, structured data, but not to erase our story, to protect it. to preserve it, to allow us to finally say that we're still here. Uh, I don't hate anybody. Uh, I don't belong to any ideologies. Um, but I also will not participate in systems that continue to erase people like me. If this sounds familiar to you, reach out. You don't need to be sure. You just need to be willing. Uh, we've been silent for too long. It's time to rebuild what was lost. And we start not with protest, not with politics, but with presence. Thank you very much.